कृष्णं तदनन्तरम् गुरुः पापात्मना त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मना यस्यैकनिःश्वसितखालमथावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगदन्दनाथा विष्णुर्महास इह यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ग्वंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। दिव्यात्मा महानुभाव, the divine souls, devotees of the Supreme Lord. First let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you. We have been listening to the divine teachings of Lord Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna, seeing the destitute state of us worldly souls in this age of Kali Yuga, in order to bless us, combined himself in one form and descended. And descended in the age of Kali Yuga. That form we know today as Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Lord Sri Chaitanya Dev. This occurrence, this very blessed occurrence occurred in the year 1486 on the full moon night of the month of Phagun, 18th of February. The Supreme Lord Gaurang Mahaprabhu stayed in this world only for 48 years. He revived the bhakti movement, the path of loving God, and showed that this is not only is it the easiest way, but it is the only way to attain in the ultimate aim of life, God realization. There are many paths, as we have seen: Gyan, Karma, Yoga, etc. Many paths. But they all require the help of the path of bhakti. On their own, they're not able to give the ultimate fruit. Bhakti, on the other hand, requires the help of no path. By itself, gives everything. We have to be a little bit careful, please. Sit quietly and stop moving, especially if you're close to a mic. So, the path of bhakti, he revived it and showed the importance. We have been listening to divine philosophy. He left only 8 verses, didn't leave much writing. There's a lot written about him in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, etc. His life and his sayings and teachings. But he himself only wrote 8 Sanskrit verses. It's called Shikshastakam or Ashtapadi. Even though there are only 8 Sanskrit verses, there's nothing less in this. Everything one needs to know in order to attain the ultimate aim of life, to become free from Maya and attain God realization, the supreme divine happiness, is contained in these 8 verses. If one were to follow these 8 verses, there's no need to follow anything else. Everything is contained. So, we have been listening to some of those verses. Very briefly, the first verse, Trinadapi sunichena tarurapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. These are pre-qualifications, prerequisites, things that we are supposed, that is compulsory, one has to do in order to even step on the path, the spiritual path. These are some conditions that we have to fulfill. Trinadapi sunichena, dinata. One has to become humbler than a blade of grass. Tarorapi sahishnuna, sahanshilta. One has to become more tolerant than a fruit-bearing tree. Amanina manadenaha. The absence of a desire for respect, for name and fame, and to give respect to all, not seen high and low. The second verse, Nam namakadi bahudha nija sarva shaktis tartar pita niyamita smaranena kala etadishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi Durdaivami dishamiha janinanuraga. In this verse, Gaurang Mahaprabhu tells us about the greatness of the name of God. That there's no difference between the name and Bhagavan. That God has taken all his power and put in the name. He's sitting in the name. All one has to do is to develop that faith. Realize that the name and God are one and the same. The third verse, चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण Sankirtanam. By doing Shri Krishna Sankirtan, in other words, chanting the divine name of Shri Krishna, what is the benefit? What does it do? So everything is explained in this verse. Uncountable lifetimes of wickedness, sin, impurities has covered the mirror of the mind. It's become tarnished. When we chant the divine name, it cleans that mirror of the mind. In our heart, there's a blazing fire, forest fire of worldliness, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, etc. The chanting of the divine name douses that fire and brings a cooling effect. As when the moonbeams strike the lilies in the forest, it has become withered during the day in the sun, but when the rays of the moon strike, they again bloom. And so the divine name brings a cooling effect on the lily of the heart. True knowledge starts to sprout in the heart, and one gets a foretaste, a taste of that supreme divine love of Sri Radha Krishna. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam budhau kripaya tava pada pankajasthita dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. The fourth verse. Hey Shri Krishna, O son of Nanda, I am your eternal servant, yet I am the most fallen soul, in that my mind is so attached to the sensual pleasures of the world. Therefore, hey Shri Krishna, please shower your grace upon me, thinking me to be even the tiniest speck of dust of your lotus feet. The fifth verse. Nayanam galadashrudharaya vadanam gadagadarudhaya gira pulakai nichitam bapu kada tavanamagrahane bhavishyati. This is the fifth verse, what we discussed last night. Gaurang Mahaprabhu is saying, hey Shri Krishna, when will that day come? Oh din kab aayenge? When will that day come? When taking your divine name, tears will flow from my eyes, my body will thrill with joy, the throat will become choked with the emotions, the pores in the body will raise on ends, etc. It went in detail. Kavi, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, explained to Videhanimi in Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 2nd chapter, 40th verse, that when one takes shelter in a Rasik saint, one who's attained the highest divine love of Radha Krishna, in Vrindavan is called a Rasik saint. When one takes shelter in a Rasik saint and continues to chant the divine name of the Lord, meditating on the form, etc., slowly, slowly, the heart becomes overwhelmed with emotion in an environment where the name of the Lord is being sung. It reaches the point where the devotee laughs, screams, weeps, and dances in ecstasy like a madman, transgressing all conventions. doing bhakti, they are symptoms of divine love. I told you last night, Rup Goswami ji says in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Stambha svedo taromancha swarabhedo tave patu vaivarnyamashru pralaya ityashtau satvika smitaha. The 8 symptoms of divine love. When bhakti ripens, I told you there are 2 kinds of bhakti. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya vibhratyut pulakantanum. Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 11th canto, 3rd chapter, 31st verse. Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, says to Videhanimi that one has to do bhakti in order to get bhakti. In other words, there are 2 kinds of bhakti. One is sadhana bhakti, which we have to practice, and one is siddha bhakti, which will be given to us by a Rasik saint when the heart, the mind has become completely pure. When we have fulfilled the condition of pure heart, pure mind, then the Rasik saint will shower his grace upon us and we'll attain that Siddha Bhakti. These are 8 conditions, the symptoms, of that Siddha Bhakti. In the proper environment, when the name of the Lord is being sung, the saint, he tries with great difficulty to control that divine love. Suddenly there's an explosion. And what he's trying to control, all the time that is happening in his heart, comes out. Stambha becomes still as a tree. Swayed starts perspiring profusely. Romanch, horripilation, the paws on the body raise on ends. Swarabhed, the voice changes. Vepatu, shivers like a leaf. Ashru, tears flows continuously from the eyes. Vaivarnya, the color of the face, the skin changes. Pralay, becomes unconscious as though dead. These 8 symptoms are proof. Wherever one sees the manifestation at the same time of all these 8 symptoms, it is proof of that saint possessing divine love. This is the Siddhavastha, the state of perfection. Before that, one gets experiences through the grace as the heart starts purifying. Once we have taken shelter under a genuine saint and the heart starts to purify, the Guru blesses us, the saint, according to how much the vessel has purified, the heart, the mind. Only so much he can give. If a saint were to give us more than we can hold, he will destroy us. He knows how much that vessel is ready, how much we can take. Only so much he will give us. And so we'll start experiencing. But the devotee is saying, Gaurang Mahaprabhu is saying, when will the day come when I will experience all the symptoms of divine love in the highest, in the fullest capacity? As we continue, before I go further, every night we have been singing the wonderful kirtan written by Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, describing Gaurang Mahaprabhu. In this bhajan, tells us the whole life story of Gaurang Mahaprabhu. So, page 122 and continuing on 123. There are a few more lines to complete the bhajan. We'll finish it tonight. Let's chant the divine names of the Lord. Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurange, Naam Re Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurange, Naam Re. O Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurange, Naam Re Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurango, Bhaju Gaurange, Naam Re. Ei Gaurango batayo kalima, एही गौरांग बतायो कलिमा, एही गौरांग बतायो कलिमा, केवल हरि को नाम रे, केवल हरि को नाम रे, हो केवल हरि को नाम रे, केवल हरि को नाम रे. ओ भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगे, नाम रे भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, नाम रे. कह गौरांग नाम अपराधी, कह गौरांग नाम अपराधी, कह गौरांग नाम अपराधी, कह गौरांग नाम अपराधी, पावन फल हरि नाम रे, पावन फल हरि नाम रे, ओ पावन फल हरि नाम रे, पावन फल हरि नाम रे. ओ भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगे, नाम रे भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगे, नाम रे. एई गौरांग रोम रोम ते, एई गौरांग रोम रोम ते, एई गौरांग रोम रोम ते, गौरांग रोम रोम ते, निकसत हरि को नाम रे, निकसत हरि को नाम रे, ओ निकसत हरि को नाम रे, निकसत हरि को नाम रे. ओ भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगे, नाम रे भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगो, भजु गौरांगे, नाम रे. भजु कृपालु मन युगल एक तन, भजु कृपालु मन युगल एक तन, भजु कृपालु मन युगल एक तन, भजु कृपालु मन युगल ओ छिन छिन आठ याम रे, छिन छिन आठ याम रे, ओ छिन छिन आठ याम रे, छिन छिन आठ याम रे। हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। ओ हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। ओ हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। ओ हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। ओ हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। ओ हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। ओ हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। ओ हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल। बोले गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय। जगत गुरु तम श्री कृपालु जी महाराज की जय। So, continuing from the theme last night, we saw the greatness of bhakti. Gaurang Mahaprabhu ji himself says, Panchama Purusha soi prem mahadhan. The divine love, bhakti, is the highest treasure. Mahadhan, the highest treasure. This divine love. As I told you, there are 4 traditional aims in human life. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Desire for righteousness, desire for wealth, desire for pleasure, desire for moksha. Kagbasunda ji, in the Ramayana, Tusidas ji rejects these 4 traditional aims and says, Sab karmath khaganayak eha sakha param parmarath ehu Kariya Ram Pad Pankaj Nehu. There's a 5th Purusharth, which is the highest, and that is Bhakti, Prem, divine love. But how to attain that Bhakti? The Ramayana, Bhagwan Sri Ram himself says in the Ram Gita, Uttarkand of the Ramayana. Bhakti swatantra sakala sukha khani binu satsang na pavahi prani. He says bhakti is supremely independent, free. I went in detail. Every path requires bhakti, the help of bhakti, jnana, yoga, karma, whatever path you've heard about. Bhakti requires the help of no path. It is swatantra, independent, free of all paths. And sakala sukha khani, the storehouse of all happiness. But without the association of a saint, Binu Satsang, without the association of the saint, Rasik saint, no one can attain this bhakti. I showed you last night that Bhagwan is ready to give everything. Bhukti, mukti, whatever anyone asks for. But he doesn't want to give bhakti. He hides it. Why? As I told you last night, I showed you, because he becomes a slave to that devotee. God, the supreme master of the universe, has to become a servant, a das. He serves his devotee. So when someone asks for bhukti, worldly and heavenly pleasures, worldly things, and even mukti, Bhagwan is very happy. Bahut khush hai. Jaldi jaldi lo, take it quickly, take it quickly. And somebody asks for bhakti, Bhagwan gets alert. Huh? Who is his guru? So, the Rasik saint, Gopi saint, is the one who gives bhakti. How do we get that association? Bhagwan Shri Ram says, Punya punja binu milahi na santa sat sangati sanshriti kar anta. After we have done great deeds, great spiritual activities in many lifetimes, and have acquired a huge amount of spiritual merits, punya, punja, God showers His grace that we are able to meet the saint. And only when we associate with that saint will our attraction for the material world come to an end. Otherwise, impossible. Satasangati sansiti kara anta. Without the association of a saint, we cannot do it by ourselves. Uncountable lifetimes have gone. Instead of becoming detached from the world, we become more attached. So important. As I mentioned last night, it's so difficult to find a true saint. In this age of Kali Yuga especially, we have thousands of Babas claiming to be Guru. All kind of crazy people who have not even ever seen the scripture, they are Guruji. The poor, simple people of the world, not knowing what is a Guru, who is a Guru, fall prey to these people. You see, we can't see on the inside. Antaryami nahi hai hum. We can't see on the inside, so we look outwardly. Bahar dekhte hai. We look at how someone dresses, what they eat, their outward behavior, how they speak, how they behave, how handsome they are, how nice they sing, how nice they speak. We look outwardly and we end up accepting fakes. Dambhi. Tulsidas says in the Ramayana, Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
सिया राम जय जय राम बोलो।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ लखी सुवेश जगवंचक जेऊ, वेश प्रताप पूजी अहितेऊ। बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम बोलो। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम। लखी सुवेश जगवंचक जेऊ, वेश प्रताप पूजी अहितेऊ. The simple people in the world, not knowing what is a saint, who is a godman, they look externally at the clothes, the behavior, etc., and accept worldly people as saints. Vesha Pratapa Puja Ahiteu, and start worshipping these impostors, fakes, but they get nothing. Look, the scriptures tell us a saint is God personified. The Bhagavad says, these are prayers we say every day. Yasya sakshat bhagavati jnana deepa prade gurau martya sadhi shutam tasya sarvam kunjara shauchavat. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 7 Canto, 15th chapter, 26th verse. The Bhagavad says, know the saint to be God personified. That Guru who lights the light of wisdom, true knowledge in the heart. Know him to be God personified. Do not see him as a worldly man, as one who looks upon the Guru, the saint, as a worldly person, is like an elephant bath. What is elephant bath? The elephant goes in the river and takes a bath, and then it comes on the ground and it takes dirt and throw on itself. In other words, one who looks upon a saint as a worldly man, instead of benefiting, will get harm. Eshavai Bhagavan Sakshat Pradhan Purusheshwara Yogeshwarair Vimrigyanghr Lokoyam Manyate Naram. 7 Canto, 15th chapter, 27 verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Again the Bhagavad says, know the saint, the true Guru, to be the personification of who? Eshavai Bhagavan's Pradhana Purusheshwara. Pradhan means Maya, that Lord who is the governor of Maya. In other words, Shri Krishna. Know him to be Shri Krishna personified. The greatest rishis and munis and yogis are dying to get the dust of the feet of that saint, but the foolish worldly people see him as an ordinary man. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav in Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, Acharya mam vijaniyan navamanyet karhichit namartya buddhya suyet sarvadev mayo guru. Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 17th chapter, 27 verse. Bhagavan Krishna says, Uddhav, know the saint to be me, to be Bhagavan Krishna personified. Mam Vijaniya. Do not use your material mind and intellect to understand him. Do not see him as a man. And know that all forms of gods reside in him. So, Guru is God personified, the scriptures are telling us. So, as all those people who call themselves Guruji, are they God personified? People under Maya, with all the faults, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, everything, and they are Guruji. All because they can sing very nice, or they can speak very nice, or they wear some kind of clothes. And they are Guruji. We need a Guru. Guru is very important. But one has to be qualified. The highest authority in Sanatana Dharma, the Vedas. The Vedas tell us, Pariksha lokan karma chitan brahmano nirveda mayan nastakitakatena tad vijnanartham sagurumeva bhigachet samit panishotryam brahmanishtham. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 12th mantra. The Vedas are saying we have to have a Guru. In the spiritual path, Guru is compulsory. Without Guru, nothing is possible. If you do not want to be a spiritual person, majority of people want nothing to do with God. They pray. People go to mandir, they do puja, they do havan, they offer jal. So much thing people do. Why? Oh Lord, I need a good job. Oh Lord, I want to pass my exam. Oh Lord, my child is very sick. In other words, they pray to God for the world. They don't want Bhagwan. They want Bhagwan to give them something in the world. That's not bhakti. That's not spirituality. That's nothing. So majority of people like that. Very few want God. Want to see God, His divine form, to feel His soft embrace, to see His divine form, to hear the divine basuri, etc. If that is called mumukshutva, Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya said, 3 things are most difficult to attain. And that too only by the grace of God. Durlabham trayamevaitat daivanugrahakarakam manusyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha sambhava. So 3 things are most difficult to attain. And that too only by the grace of God. Number 1, manusyatvam, birth in the human form. We have that. We don't understand the value of it. That even devatas, people pray to devatas, celestial beings. Indraya namaha swaha, Agnaye namaha swaha, Vayave namaha swaha. But these same devatas, they are praying to God for what? For this thing that we have, this human body. We have that. Number 2, mumukshutva. This is a very big one. In Brij Bhasha, it's called lalasa. A yearning, a thirst for God. To see Shri Krishna, to attain God. Very few have that. And number 3, Mahapurusha Sambhavaha. To have the association of a true saint. These are the 3 greatest blessings one can get from God. So if we have that mumukshutva, that lalasa, then the association of a true saint, the true guru, is compulsory. So the Vedas are saying we have to have a guru, but that guru has to have 2 qualities which qualifies him to be guru. What are the 2 qualities? Shrotriyam, number one. Number two, Brahmanishtham. Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, and been questioned by Videhanimi in Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, says the same thing. The exact translation of this Ved mantra is in Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran. Tasmar Gurum Prapadyeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shabde Parichanishnaatham Brahman Upashamashrayam. Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 11 canto, 3rd chapter, 21st verse. Prabhupada Maharaj says that if you have to go to the Guru, Tasmat Gurum Prapadyeta, completely surrender to him with complete faith. But that Guru has to be qualified. Shabde Pare, first quality. Shabde Pare means Shrotriyam. What the Vedas are saying, Shrotriyam, Ved Sanskrit. In normal Sanskrit in Bhagavat, Shabde Pare means theoretical knowledge. One must have knowledge of all the scriptures, all the Vedas, all the Shastras, all the Puranas. Not only Ramayana, not only Gita, not only Bhagavat, and not only a few stories. Complete knowledge. So he can remove our doubts when we go to him. This is more important. वो संशय निकालते हैं. The true saint is constantly looking when he is given a discourse to the followers. He's constantly looking inside to see whether they have understood. Did they understand what I just said? No. Okay, let me put it this way. Did they understand now? No. Okay, let me put it this way. Until the followers doesn't understand, he doesn't go forward. His aim is not to show how much that he is so well versed, but rather to remove the doubts. Shrotriya, ye kamal hai. But even more important, he is Brahmanishtham, meaning he has practical experience of God. He's attained that divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision of Bhagavan. This is the most important quality. This is why in Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna only mentions one quality. Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita, Tadviripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshati te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34. Gita. He says if one is so fortunate to find someone who has attained the divine vision, he has seen God. Brahmanishtham. In other words, he has practical experience of God. You see, Shri Krishna is only mentioning one in the Gita, because this is the most important one. Then what should you do if you find such a person? Number one, that vidipranipatena, completely surrender to him. Surrender the mind, the intellect, buddhi. Surrender doesn't mean doing pranam. Oh, we see somebody, we think he's a saint or Guruji or a spiritual, we go on to pranam. That's it. That's not surrender. Surrender means completely surrender in the intellect. That whatever instruction he gives, you don't question. You follow 100%. So, tadviripranipatena pariprashnena. Question him. In the beginning, you will have doubts. Uncountable lifetimes of all kind of craziness is stored in our mind. We do all kind of things in the name of spirituality. So many people have told us so many things. And we are confused. So, when you meet the true teacher, the true saint, ask him question, not to see how much he knows or to show how much you know. I have heard this, I have read this. No, no. I have a doubt. I'm confused. Ask him question like that. Pariprashnena. And sevaya. Do his seva. Serve him. Tan, man, dhan. Do his seva. He will give you Sri Krishna. In the Vedas tell us, Yasya deve parabhakti yatha devi tatha gurau tasya te kathitha hyarta prakashyante mahatmanah. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 6, verse 23. The Vedas say, we have to worship the Guru, the true Guru, not a worldly person who calls himself Guru, some Babaji. No, the true Guru. Knowing him to be God personified, we have to worship that Guru with the same devotion, the same love that we worship the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Then we will attain the divine knowledge of Sri Krishna. Without the Guru, somebody decides, I don't need Guru, I'm going direct to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna becomes very angry. We saw what happened to Kalpasundji in the Ramayana. Do not bypass the Guru and say, I'm going direct to Bhagavan. Guru is so important. So he has to be qualified. So the most important qualification, in other words, let's suppose somebody is illiterate. In Hindi you say, Angutha Chap. He can't even write his name. He doesn't know ABC, Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha. वो नहीं जानते, doesn't know that. If he has to sign, he has to put finger thumb print. Let's suppose someone is like that. But he has attained God realization. We can accept such a person as a guru. Why? Yasmin gyate sarvidam gyatam bhavati. Ved. The Vedas say, when someone attains God realization, God gives him all knowledge. Everything Bhagavan gives when you attain God realization. There's no need to know anything anymore. On the other hand, if somebody is only a theoretical knower of the scriptures, he knows all the Vedas, he can quote Ramayana, Bhagavad, Ved, but he has no practical experience of God, divine bliss, then that person is absolutely worthless to us. Because somebody can only give to others what he himself possesses. Somebody goes to someone, he says, Bhaiya, I'm very poor. I'm getting my daughter married. I'm getting my daughter married. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. How can I help you? I need $10,000. So much things I have to get, to get my daughter married. I need $10,000. Will you help me? And the person who is asking help from is another beggar. वो खुद भिखारी. He himself is a beggar and he's begging from another beggar. And the beggar says, yes, I'll give you everything I have. जो भी हमारे पास सब कुछ दे दूंगा. So the beggar who is asking, he says, okay, give me, please give me. And he gives him a quarter. Hey, you just said you will give me. I asked you that I need $10,000 and you say you will give me everything you have. And you give me a quarter. Bhaiya, that's all I have. How can I give you any more? In the same way, if we want to attain that divine bliss, divine knowledge of Sri Radha Krishna, we have to go to someone who possesses that himself. If he himself is a beggar, what can he give to us? He is in darkness, how can he give light? He himself is under the control of Maya, how can he free us from Maya? वो खुद बंधन में है. He is himself bounded in Maya. How can he free us? So the most important qualification of the spiritual master is that he must have practical experience of God. To find such a spiritual master is extremely difficult. The scriptures tell us. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Oh, बिनु सत्संग विवेक न होई, राम कृपा बिनु सुलभ न सोई. बोलो राम.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
ओ अब मोहि भरोस हनुमंता, बिनु हरि कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता. बोलो राम.
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
ओ संत विशुद्ध मिलाहि पुनीते ही, राम कृपा करी चित वही जे. बोलो राम.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
राम सिया राम, जय जय राम. बोलो राम.
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Everywhere we've been told only when God will shower His grace that we'll find the saint. Ab mohi bha bharosa Hanumanta. Vibhishan is saying to Hanuman, "O Hanuman, I have full faith that only because the Lord has showered His grace, Binu Hari Kripa milahi nahi santa, I am able to meet you, otherwise impossible. Santa Vishuddha milahi punitehi, Ram Kripa kari chit vahi jehi." How are we going to meet a pure saint? Only when Bhagavan will turn the key from inside. Then the feet will say, "Quick march, chalo, let's go to Mangar Bhakti Dham." Otherwise, nobody wants to go. Impossible. Oh, I heard there's a saint. I don't know. But I'm too busy. I'm a householder. I don't have time for all this sainting and all this Baba thing and all this saint and this God realization. I don't have time for all of that. I have to take care of my householder's life. This is very difficult in this age for someone to have that kind of interest. So God will shower His grace. But even then, how do we know? So these 8 qualities I mentioned. Stambha svedo taromancha Swarabhedo tave patu Vaivarnyamashru pralaya ityastau satvika smitaha. Bhakti Samit Sindhu. This is our best and surest guide for recognizing a genuine saint. Remember, we can recognize, but we can never understand. If we have the knowledge of the scriptures, etc., we may be able to recognize that somebody is a genuine saint, especially if we see these 8 symptoms of divine love manifested. The saint tries to hide it. Gopaniyam, 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 paniyam, prayatnataha. He tries his best to hide, but he doesn't always succeed in doing so. There are times when the inner reality is revealed. What is the inner reality? If the atmosphere is right and the saint wants to bless us, kahu kahu brishti sarari thori Prabhu prasad ko pav. To see the symptoms of divine love in a saint is as rare as seeing snowfall in summer. So difficult. So only if the saint wants to bless us, then that power that he is controlling with great difficulty, that divine love, it manifests itself outwardly. As I told you, Stamba, he becomes still as a tree. Swayed, starts perspiring profusely. Romanch, the paws on the body raise on ends. Swarabhed, the voice changes. Vepatu, shivers like a leaf. Vaivarnya, the color of the face, the skin changes. Ashru, tears starts flowing like a river. Pralay becomes unconscious as though dead. These symptoms are the proof of the deep, depthless ocean of divine love possessed only by a genuine saint. When one attains, but as I said before that, we get experiences. Very little, small, as I said, according to how much we practice, how much purity comes in the heart. This is dependent on us, not the saint. The saint is willing to give 100%. उनके कमी उसमें कमी नहीं है, कमी हमारा. The problem is not the saint, not Bhagwan, the problem is us. We don't want to practice. We don't want to do so much. We want to do a little bit. You know, there's a saying, we want so much, but we're only doing so much. If you want so much, then you have to do so much. God and the saints are showering their grace day and night. We have to make the vessel ready, that's all. I told you in the first night, I think, the saint says, I'm given milk free. Dood, muft mein. I'm given milk free. Bartan lao, bring a vessel. And so we bring the vessel. We take a pot, a container, and we go. But the container, that pot, the bottom part is missing. So when the saint will pour the milk, what happened? All will fly out, will fall out. In other words, the saint is showering his grace upon us day and night, but our vessel is not ready. The vessel, that burden, is our mind. It has millions of holes in there. We have to fix it. We have to do sadhana. This is in our hands. People used to go to my guru, Jagat Guru Tam, Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, and they'll say, Maharajji, this sadhana is so hard. This mind is so bad. Maharajji, I will give you anything. I will give you millions of dollars. I will build all your mandirs. Just do me one favor. Do sadhana for me. Maharajji used to laugh. Shri Maharaj, Kripaluji Maharaj used to laugh and say, Bhaiya, if any saint could do sadhana for anybody, any saint or Bhagavan, the world wouldn't exist anymore. The world would no longer exist. Because all the saint has to do, he has to say to Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, I have only one desire. हमारी एक इच्छा है. One desire, that the uncountable souls in the uncountable solar systems of uncountable planet Earths who are under the control of Maya and suffering, release them from Maya and give them divine love, divine bliss forever. And so the uncountable souls will become free from Maya and attain divine love forever. God does not lose anything by granting such a wish. But the problem is, Bhagwan nor a saint can do sadhana for us. His condition is, Mame vaye prapadyante maya metan tarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14. This is an unbreakable law. Bhagwan says, only those who completely surrender to him, then he will tell Maya to leave. Then they will become free from Maya. Otherwise, impossible. Bhagwan cannot go against his law. So the saint cannot do sadhana. He will bless us. He will come inside of us. How much the saint is doing, we don't even know. Uncountable lifetimes of bar sanskars that is stored in the heart and the mind. The saint is fighting. There's a Mahabharat going on inside here. How much he's doing, we can't even know. Let him do his part, he's doing. We are supposed to do our part. Are we doing what we are supposed to do? Are we following his instructions? Are we doing Agya Palan? Agya Samanasu Sahib Seva. Agya Palan. We are supposed to follow the instructions of the saint. Jagat Guru Uttam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, even though the saint may not physically be in the world anymore, yet anyone can attain godization. Still, provided they do Guru Agya Palan. They continue to follow the instructions of the saint. That's all. Agya Palan. Are we doing that? Or are we doing what our mind is telling us? Manmani. Manmani. Maharaji said this, Maharaji. But I think I should do this. My mind tells me I should do that. We follow our mind. This is called manmani. We can have the greatest guru. Bhagwan can come. Bhagwan has come as guru. Radharani herself came as guru. What did it benefit us if we don't follow the instruction? Guru will shower his grace. You don't have to worry about guru. वो तो कृपालु है. He is कृपालु, ocean of compassion, grace. He cannot do anything except kripa. All we have to do is follow instruction. And we will see the result. So Guru is important. So to come to the next verse, the 6th verse in the Shikshastakam. Yugayitam nimeshena chakshusha pravrishayitam shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahe name. Shikshastakam, 6th verse. Again, Gaurang Mahaprabhu is saying, Hey Shri Krishna, oh din kab aaye? When will that day come? When will that day come when what? When a moment, nimeshena. Nimesh means the blink of an eye. When a moment without you in the separation from you, virahe nami. Viraha means separation. A moment in the separation from you will seem like millions of years, yugayitam. Even a moment away from the beloved will seem like millions of years. Tears will flow from the eyes like a river. And the whole world will become zero. It will lose all attraction. As tasteless as a firefly before the noonday sun. The whole world will become nothing. Tasteless to me. When will that day come? This again is a state of perfection. Both of these verses combined. Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripaluji Maharaj has written a beautiful pad on these two verses. These two verses combined in this pad. In the first line of this pad, of course, the first line he says, when will that day come, Hey Krishna? When what? The first verse. That I will chant your name every moment. Your name, your qualities, your pastime. And while chanting, tears will flow from my eyes like a river. When the day will come, that I will meditate day and night, Nishidin, day and night, on your most beautiful form. My mind will become like a bringi. Bringi is an insect that when it goes on the hose, it becomes one. You cannot distinguish between that insect and the thing, the tree or the host. It becomes one with it. The mind will become so absorbed in you that I will meditate on your beautiful form day and night. That every moment I'll keep looking in the path, looking for you. That even a moment, every moment will seem like billions of years in the separation from you. That the pain and the separation in my heart, without you, I'll keep running here and there. And in that separation, I'll forget that pride of I am this body. The pride I have will be gone. I will not care who look and who see. Crying and running, I will be running here and there looking for you. I have full faith in my heart. Hey Krishna. I have full faith that one day you will certainly make me yours. We'll sing this beautiful part. Oh, din kab ai hai, aho hari. Oh, double. गावत गुण गोपाल निरंतर गावत गुण गोपाल निरंतर दृगन अश्रु बरसे है अहो हरि दृगन अश्रु बरसे है अहो हरि दृगन अश्रु बरसे है अहो हरि मृगन अश्रु
बरसे अहो हरि
ओहु दिन कब है अहो हरि रूप माधुरी निशिदिन ध्यावत
रूप माधुरी निशिदिन ध्यावत
मन भृंगी बन जय है अहो हरि
मन भृंगी बन जय है अहो हरि
ओहु दिन कब है अहो हरि
कब अहो हरि
बाट निहारी तिहारी पल पल
बाट निहारी तिहारी पल पल
कलप समान जनई है अहो हरि कलप समान
जनई है अहो हरि
हाय हाय करी हित उत भाजत
हाय हाय करी इत भाजत
ओ निज तनु सुधि बिसरई है अहो हरि निज तनु सुधि
बिसरई है अहो हरि
ओहु दिन कब है अहो हरि
दिन कब अहो हरि
यह कृपालु जिय परम भरोसो
यह कृपालु जिय परम भरोसो
हो कबहु तोहारी अपने है अहो हरि कबहु तो
हरि अपने हैं अहो हरि
कबहु तो हरि अपने हैं अहो हरि कबहु तो
हरि अपने हैं अहो हरि
ओहु दिन कब है अहो हरि
दीना कब है अहो हरि
So, Jagargurutam Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, who is the verily descension of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, has expressed the exact sentiments of those two verses. Nayanam Gardashrudharaya Vadanam Gadagadarudhaya Gira Pulakai Nichitam Babu Kada Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravishayitam Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahe Name. These two verses I put in one part the exact sentiments. Why is this expressing the desire for viraha, separation? The day will come that even a moment in your separation will continue this tomorrow night. Bole Gaurang Mahaprabhu ki, Jagargurutam Kripaluji Maharaj ki, Yugal Sarkar ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Page 107. ओ प्यारी प्यारी ओ प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी ओ प्यारी
प्यारी प्यारी
प्यारी बरसाने
वारी
ओ प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी ओ प्यारी
प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी बरसाने वारी
ओ भोरी भारी प्यारी मैं तो वारी वारी ओ
भोरी भारी प्यारी मैं तो वारी वारी
ओ भोरी भारी प्यारी, मैं तो पैवारी वारी। ओ
भोरी भारी प्यारी, मैं तो पेवारी वारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ प्यारी
प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी बरसाने वारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी।
बरसाने वारी प्यारी, वृषभानु दुलारी प्यारी।
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 ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी।
नथ बेसरवारी प्यारी, अति भोरी भारी प्यारी।
नथ बेसरवारी प्यारी, अति भोरी भारी प्यारी।
जोई रो कर कह मम प्यारी, तेहि उर्लावती सुकुमारी।
जोई रो कर कह मम प्यारी, तेहि उर्लावती सुकुमारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी।
दे दो निज सेवा प्यारी, नहीं चाह पदारत चारी। दे
दो निज सेवा प्यारी, नहीं चाहत पदारथ चारी।
दे दो निज सेवा प्यारी, नहीं चाहत पदारथ चारी। दे
दो निज सेवा प्यारी, नहीं चाहत पदारथ चारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी 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 बरसाने वारी।
तुम करुणा की अवतारी, बलिहारी तव बलिहारी।
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 ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी।
तुम अति कृपालु महतारी, सुधि लेहु हमारी हो प्यारी।
तुम अति कृपालु महतारी, सुध लेहु हमारी हो प्यारी।
तुम अति कृपालु महतारी, सुधि लेहु हमारी हो प्यारी।
तुम अति कृपालु महतारी, सुध लेहु हमारी हो प्यारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी।
ओ प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी। ओ
प्यारी प्यारी प्यारी, प्यारी बरसाने वारी।
बोले बरसाने वारी राधा रानी की।